When I was 16, my dream was to become a successful accountant. I was one of the most serious children you could ever imagine. Without anyone telling me, I stopped watching the TV. With no external inspiration, I started waking up early to read an hour or an hour and a half before going to school. If you talked about books, you talked about my food. But there was a problem, and that is, I only read academic books. Today, when I think about academic books, I see them as the most boring things in the world, but that wasn't the case when I was younger. Luckily for me, when I was around 17, I became a close friend with a guy who also loved books as much as I did. The only difference between me and Lawrence was that, aside from being a great student at school, Lawrence also read non-fiction books. At first, I hated the idea of reading books that will not give me any degree. As in most things, if you stay long enough with a smoker, you'll smoke. Before I knew it, my friend had inducted me into the world of non-fiction readers. I started reading and I loved it. Soon, reading non-fiction books became more important to me than reading academic books. And today, when I look back at my life, I can say that one of the most important things that ever happened to me is that I became a reader. All these years, I've read hundreds of books, but few of them have changed my life more than others. In today's video, I'll share with you 10 of the best books I've ever read as an entrepreneur. Let's get started. 1. The Purple Cow by Seth Godin. I don't want to be rude, but let me tell you this. If you've not read The Purple Cow, you should never try to start a business. If you wish to be an entrepreneur, well, I think The Purple Cow is a must-read for you. Seth Godin in this book shows you the number one thing that makes every successful business succeed, and that is being different. Most people who want to build businesses work so hard to be better than everyone else. Well, it's a waste of time to struggle with everyone. The best way to build a business that succeeds is by being a purple cow, meaning by being different from everyone else. Please read The Purple Cow if you wish to be an entrepreneur. 2. The 6 Principles of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. While most of my readings are about entrepreneurship, I think everyone who wants to achieve something significant should read this book. It's a book about human psychology, and reading it will open your mind into the minds of your fellow humans. We all want to believe that we are smart, but we're not that smart anyway. Every day, marketers, politicians, and other smart guys are using us, but we don't care because we don't know their tricks. If you're an entrepreneur, this book will help you to sell more of your products. If you're not an entrepreneur, this book will help you to know how to persuade other human beings. 3. You Can Negotiate Anything by Herb Cohen. Well, I think nobody should be called an adult except they have read this book or a similar book on negotiation. The reason is that we're all negotiating every day. The better you are at getting what you want from people, the better your life will be. I once mentioned in one of our videos that I read a book that has made me thousands of dollars since the last decade when I read it. I didn't mention the name of that book, and many people were asking for the name in the comment. That book is You Can Negotiate Anything. If there's any single book I'm sure I'll have in my library till I die, this is the book. 4. Why You Act the Way You Do by Tim LaHaye. This is the best book I know about temperament. My life changed after I read this book because I was able to know my temperament. This has helped me ever since that time because I have a better understanding of my strengths and weaknesses. Not only this, it's so easy for me to know other people because I can easily read your temperament within a few minutes of meeting you. It becomes super easy for me to deal with you. This book helps me to manage myself and deal with other people better. 5. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. One day when I was about 13 years old, I asked myself, why is everyone talking about getting a good job? I was just 13, yet it didn't make sense to me that my teachers and family members wanted me to grow up and work for a big company. I was wondering, why should I work for a company if I can build a company? For many years, I was suspicious of the public educational system, but everyone around me seemed to think from the other side until I came across The Rich Dad Poor Dad. When I read The Rich Dad Poor Dad, the first feeling I had was that, for the first time in my life, I met someone who confirmed my suspicions about school. If I had not read this book, maybe the world around me would have defeated me. But because I read this book, I was confident that the world is wrong, and I decided to be an entrepreneur, which is who I am today. 6. What the Rich Know and Desperately Want to Keep Secrets by Brian Scher. It's not easy to be rich, but it's simple. I believe that the reason why most people in the world are poor is that nobody teaches them about money. An average adult is simply stupid when it comes to money. If you know how money works, you should be rich. This book helps you to know better about money. 7. Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. I read this book when I was around 19, and when I finished reading it, I announced to my friends that I was no longer 19 but 35. Tony Robbins is just a wonderful guy. If this book doesn't awake the giant within you, probably nothing else can do it. 8. The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Again, for entrepreneurs, if you want to build a business that gives you money and freedom, I think you should read this book. The E-Myth Revisited shows you why most businesses fail and how to build a business that doesn't require you to operate. The truth is that most people who want to be entrepreneurs hate jobs because they love freedom. But another truth is that nothing in the world can take away your freedom faster than a business. Starting a business can turn you to a slave fast because there are 1,001 things to do in a business. This book shows you how to build a business that runs itself, thereby giving you money and freedom. 9. The Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins. This is the oldest book in this list, but it's also one of the best books you can read about marketing. If you've been an entrepreneur for a reasonable period, then you'll agree with me that business is 90% of marketing. If you get everything else right, but your marketing is wrong, then you've got no business. If you get your marketing right, you can hardly get anything else wrong. This book will show you how marketing can be done. What I like about this book is that it is written in simple words, and that's why an average person like me can easily understand the concept inside it. 10. The Book of Life. I woke up this morning and I picked up my most read book. In this book, I read the story of a man who told his son, "When you become restless, you'll achieve success." This statement is true regardless of whom you are, because life is all about fighting for what you want. Success in life can only be achieved by standing up and fighting for whatever you want. But the above statement isn't from any secular book. It's the paraphrase of the advice Isaac gave Esau in the Bible. Reading the Bible gives me faith, confidence, and wisdom. Reading the Bible makes me love righteousness and be conscious of how I deal with other human beings. In conclusion, readers live 1,000 years. Non-readers live just once. If you want your life to be better, you have to read good books. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Do you love to start your day with high energy? Then we invite you to join our new channel, which was designed to give you daily inspirational videos that will help you to become a high achiever. We call it Inspiration Tube. Look at the description box to join the Inspiration Tube. We love you.